But on the left-hand side, welcome into Division 5 of Heroes Lounge. On the left, we've got our blue team, Rhaegar, Hogger, Hanzo, Zagara, and Varian. That'll be the Rizport. To the right of the map in the red, we're going to have Fast Feed Value. And that will be our Chromie, Joanna, Sylvanas, Stukov, and... Wait. Chromie, Joanna, Sylvanas, Stukov, Artanis. I feel like I forgot a name there, but I think I did not. It doesn't matter. We're getting into the map 1 in the second best of 3 of the day. And here we go. Thanks again for hanging out, everyone. If you're having a good time, be sure to hit the follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe. It costs you $0, and the more subscriptions on YouTube I have, the closer I get to monetizing the channel. That way YouTube can take money from me, as well as, you know, Twitch takes money from me, YouTube can take money from me. But, you know, I appreciate it. I also do my best to upload 1 video a day. Try not to overdo the video uploads. And I consistently try and upload them at 9 a.m. my time. So, if you'd like to check it out, exclamation YouTube in chat, or if you're watching on YouTube, thanks very much. Hello, YouTube. We have a Lion's Maw variant at the start here. Oh god, this Zagara taking so much damage, almost going down to the Chromie poke, but one more Sandblast would not trigger, and she'll be fine for now. Meanwhile, in the top lane, we've got a Hogger versus Artanis. And Hogger seems to be pushing things up. Artanis did go into Amateur Opponent level 1. He's got the Race Potential talent for his team. Scatters off the wall. Hanzo at 9 already on these simple geometry stacks. And unfortunately, Rhaegar running the wrong way on the map, right into the enemy team's loving arms of damage. He'll go down. Needed to get some mana, I do bet. Still in the top lane, we've got Hogger versus Artanis. And it's Hogger still pushing in consistently. Hasn't lost much, if anything, on the gate. Reminder, new content classification guidelines go into effect at 1 p.m. PDT on July 20th. Oh, great! Thanks, Twitch. Does that mean that I can't have my sponsored logo bigger than 100 pixels? I can't wait to find out how Twitch is screwing me over this time. Ugh. Time troubles for Chromie at level 2, level 4, however you want to call it. Maxi Monster stepping in, a whole lot of damage into Rhaegar. He's going to try and wolf run out of here, but Sylvanas' last auto will be enough. Meanwhile, Hanzo gets the last auto into a Stukov. It's going to be a healer trade. I'm just skimming our talents really quickly. No level 4. Actually, we just got level 4, so Varian is now a real boy. Continued simple geometry build for Hanzo. Gonna start working on this Fallen Shaman camp for the bottom lane. Fallen Shaman for the top lane, grabbed by Y and Fear Dossi. Osiris actually... Oh, they're gonna delay this out just a little bit. I don't mind this whatsoever. The 45-second mark is typically where I like to aim for. We'll see what they go for here. It is 45-second mark. Nicely done. The reason we aim for 45 seconds is because... Actually, can I get this Chromie vision to show really quickly? So here you go. This is how the level 1 works for Chromie. You can still have that vision of the enemy heroes. So do you see how the Fallen Shaman just got into lane at 3 minutes where the objective phase spawns? That means that there was no early clear available for Hogger, and that's the reason I was talking about that timing. The 45-second mark is just about perfect because the camp gets into lane, you delay out the solo laner, and look at the race potential now. Race potential quickly over in favor. Holy crap, this Rhaegar is being bullied in game number 1. Big bully coming out from Fast Feed Value in map number 1 in our second best 3 of the day. God dang, they'll be able to burn down this Immortal, and that will be Belith going into bottom lane. And top lane still fairly healthy, and bottom lane... Oh, no, excuse me. Top lane actually took a bit more damage. Bottom lane tanking 1 little auto. 1 or 2 autos onto the gate in the tower. But let's see how much Belith can do here. He's going to be just over 1,000 damage into structures, around 13,000 HP in shielding, but obviously that shielding is a lot smaller since there was a race against him. Sylvanas activates her Black Arrow, starting to push in through this bottom lane. Lurking arm down from Stukov, does have a bit of a slow. Shenjin jumping out here, but he's not able to get any sort of setup. Taunt is still off a cooldown. Immortal barrels through the fort front gate in bottom lane, and Belf now working on the fort itself. Should drop down to nearly 50%, and I think that'll be the end of the Immortal phase. Nicely done. Meanwhile, in top lane, Hogger getting a sideways bounce off that trash on the ground. And Zeph Clup doing fine up against Kestrel. All right, chat. Ogre with a vertical bounce on this camp finishes it out easily. While in the bottom lane, another attempt onto the fort is attempted. This is gonna be executed by fast feed value. Artanis will fall in top lane, but this is gonna be a fort still going down. Osiris, you are very far forward in this bottom up against Zagara, and she was chunking into him. Firdausi able to haunting wave out. Gonna be looking for a reset completely for that mana. Meanwhile, Zeph in top does push in with the Impaler camp, though I do see a quick rotation from the entire team to answer into this, and Stukov still trying to heal up in the rotation. He's not in the worst spot. I do believe he did tap well as well. Bottom lane fort front gate is going to go down, but I don't think they can advance into the fort. This is a little too risky. You don't want to be this far out into the lane and get caught out and die underneath the enemy team tower. Maxi Monster aggressive in the rotation through the bushes, but it's not going to be anything where she's going to get caught out. I was wondering if she would maybe look to pop a condemn and chase down an enemy member if they were still in lane. Not going to be the case. Defense around the objective phase is here. No 10 talent on either side. Taunt from Varian, though, is going to be attempted. A huge lurking arm down from Stukov. The slowing sands as well. The body block's in place, and Varian will fall. Another kill over the side of fast feed value. Haunting wave reactivated, but the Sylvanas, Firdausi, excuse me, not Fear, Firdausi, not gonna be able to chase down Hogger. Defense around the objective while the allies race it down. We all know that Stukov is the best racer when it comes to the Immortal phase because he deals 372 damage once every half moon. The 10s are here. We've already cycled through the numbers. Severian almost done with his level 1. Zagara 3 stacks out of 12 on the Bile drop. Maxi Monster stepping out. No Blessed Shield. No Iron Skin activated. And this Joanna getting absolutely annihilated. Zeph looking for a huge chase into Firdausi. And the Mind Control going fishing, but no fish in the sea. Zagara starting to pump damage into the Immortal here. Rhaegar is holding 10. There's no way you Bloodlust yet. It's Ancestor healing. Shield wall for the Varian. We are going to have the big old blinds with a suppression pulse from Artanis. Lurking arm down from Stukov trying to save Chromie here. And the objective phase will go quickly over to the side of the Rizpo. The Rizpote. Shockwave to follow up all the CC, but Shenji gets the Ancestor healing in time. Kestrel save. No! Oh, Hanzo is enough to get the kill into Kestrel. That's a huge staggering blow off of a devouring maw and a beautiful, bodacious Stream Deck. You're a little late on that one, Stream Deck, but you know what? We're not going to fire you. Immortal goes to top, split pressure in bottom. This is a double fort phase attempt. Immortal, fort, or excuse me, the fort front gate's already down in top lane. Immortal will confirm this easily. Bottom lane does go down. Loving the call from our blue side during this second objective phase capture. Double forts and the Immortal, it's gonna fall. Yeah, it's gonna get 1 or 2 autos onto the keep front gate. I think it got 1.5. I don't know. I think the animation was in play, but the damage didn't come through. Nicely done. Nicely done from our blue squad. Varian almost done with his level 1 stacks, needs a singular stack. So during this time, I think we're going to see some camps grabbed. Fallen Shamans and Palers are up and available. A quick rotation down here. Zagara's vision or creep will show all this, but unfortunately no rotation will be had in time Maxi Monster still chasing in. Senji getting hit with the mind control. The cleanse from Rhaegar. Huge Dragon Arrow from Hanzo. Tries to create a window for Varian to back away, but the Blessed Shield keeps him in place. And that will be Varian falling. The Impaler camp cleared out. Meanwhile, on top, Zeph should be able to grab this camp as well. Gonna see if he's got the spin. Let me just check his... oh, he actually does have it. There we go. All right, bopped easily. Waiting for the Varian to respawn in 3 seconds. Next objective phase will be on the east-west side of the map. Gonna be on the defensive sides, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, because we always have the natural vision for blue, so if we were to show red, the axes would go to a shield. So defensive positioning, we're gonna have to see one of these teams step into the other. Maybe the Fallen Shaman is going to be the delay. Artanis time actually might work out perfectly with this. Taunt from Varian into Joanna. She's trying to back off. Chromie does have Time Walker's Pursuit level 1, so she's got that faster arming time of her time traps. And Fallen Shaman should get into top lane just about when the Immortal spawns. So this will work out really good timing-wise. Meanwhile, in bottom, I mean, there's no fort to worry about, but this wave in bottom lane is going to be massive quickly. Artanis goes to deal with that, and as I said, that's the green light to go in. 4v5. Senji slowed quite literally by the slowing sands in his attempt to step in. Artanis almost done with bottom lane. He's going to grab a quick catapult clear and join the allies. Meanwhile, in top lane, the Fallen Shamans arrived at the fort front gate, and now it's going to be the opposite. It's going to be the green light for Fast Feed Valley to step in. Joanna immediately walking in. Senji is the target. Is Blessed Shield up? It is indeed. The taunt from Varian. Huge Dragon Arrow from Hanzo connects as the Devouring Maul will follow that up. Shockwave right afterwards, beautifully layered, but where is the beef? Where's the kill? Osiris does go down to the knoll. Artanis looking for maybe a counter kill, but he realizes I should probably back away and play this safe. Don't want to stagger out of death. Why? Why are you there? Unfortunately, he'll be dead. That's a little toxic on my end. Sorry about that, Chromie. Little toxic. North-south positioning for the Immortals. We'll have Zagara throw out some Banelings for a bit of vision, but the race continues. Joanna trying to delay things out with some shield glares. Arco doesn't care, continues to scatter up against this back wall. And Artanis Kestrel, oh man, the slows. The bites on the butt, the mind control sidestep. Joanna with a condemn, Blessed Shield off cooldown, but this Immortal Alarian's going to be very healthy moving into top lane, dealing somewhere in the ballpark of 1,500 damage into structures. Some nice Maws this game. Yeah, some really cool Maws. I love a good Zagara game. We don't get to see a ton of Zagara, so when I was looking through the drafts, I was like, oh, hell yeah, brother. Swap, time trap, I think. Rhaegar's dead. I would venture a guess that Rhaegar's dead right there. And he is. Immortal still at range. Does have the shield available. So the attacks will be at range up until shielding drops. Then we move into melee. Keep front gate is going to be taken down here, but what more can be grabbed? Mind control. Artanis will drop suppression pulse, but it was over the enemies mostly, who are a little too far away. So it just kind of pokes at them. And the keep front gate goes down, another sliver of HP to be taken off the structure. But this is looking like a good momentum for the side of the Risport. Seems like they've got the momentum in their favor for this map number 1 and our second best of 3 of the day. As we jump into bottom lane, taking a look and seeing what the fight is over this camp. Time stop onto 3. Blessed Shield out from the Joanna. Quick double kill. The Devouring Maw coming out. His body blocking. Can Rhaegar get the steal in the camp? No, the Lurking Arm out from Stukov, and Rhaegar goes down. A liquidatious. Haunting Wave in for Dosi. Trying to close the gap into Hanzo. Artanis was attempting it, but the damage over time! It's a toxic quadra kill for our red team. Fast feed value, quickly taking down the enemy. Objective phase should be announced soon. It's on the race potential sides. As you see the axes on the left over there, we have that natural blue vision. If I swap it to the red team, you'll see those axes go to the right. So race potential on both sides. Keep front gate being mind control, max range, lurking arm from Stukov. Does he have virulent reaction? No, he goes at Hungers, but Joanna with the shield glare takes enough, gets enough damage. That zealous glare. There's the Immortal Face spawning a staggered death on Zagara. Meanwhile, Artanis to work on a camp. Do they steal this away? Nah, no steal onto the camp. Toxic. Exactly, Stark, exactly. I hope you're having a good day, bud. Hope you're feeling good today. Hope you're ready for a fantastic session this weekend. I see that there's 30 messages in the D&D group chat, so I know I have some messages to read after stream today. I think we gotta figure out what we're doing, because there's like 5 or 6 options. I actually like option 6 the best, and that's become a donut merchant. Can we just give up on our quest and become donut merchants? We'll just have D&D sessions where we're just selling donuts, creating new donuts, having a turf war with the other donut shop owners, hiding the bodies. You know, normal donut shop owner things. Yeah, I'm excited. I'll give my feedback tonight when I read through everything. All right, 8 to 11 so far in kills, 17 to 18 in levels as Varian comes in with a taunt on to Chromie. Mind Control answers that. A huge shockwave through 3 enemies. And honest to God, Chromie and Joanna barely get to play the game in this team fight. Maxi Monster having a little extra HP, allowing them to live. Also, that hold your ground might have helped that a little bit. Kestrel does go down as well. And easy. An Ed Zed, Ped Zed. Double kill. That's what happened. That's, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do with my D&D character. When it's time to retire my character, they're gonna be a donut shop owner.
We stand victorious.
And it'll be Zissel's Horrible Donuts. But they're actually amazing. Why would you name it that way? I don't know. It's D&D. Why not? Okay. Alarian in the bottom lane. We're north of 1,500 damage, aren't we? Yeah, we are 1,724 damage into structures from Alarian, who's got 50% shielding currently. Gonna attack from range while that's up and available. We have all 5 heroes. Yep. Artanis is actually coming back from the Hall of Storms right now. Little slowing sand out from Chromie to try and zone back the enemy a little bit, but the keep front gate's already gone down. Mind Control will connect onto Hogger. He's cleansed out by the Rhaegar. 20 talents here, almost here. Still poking onto the keep. Hanzo getting a few cues, a few autos. Varian steps in. The dragon arrow will not connect, but it doesn't matter, because the kill will still be had. That dragon arrow was for the Joanna to keep her in place. And now the Immortal's dead, but still, the core is open and available. There's 2 dead, Joanna and Artanis. Will they look to end here? Chromie slowing sands down on the ground. Hanzo level 20 is Bullseye. Ancestor healing, Farseer's blessing. We know it's the Farseers because 1, we saw the talent, but 2, you have that little bit of extra splash around the animation at 20. Core shielding is falling. Still 27 seconds on the Joanna. Senji getting low. Zeph needs to back off and does go down. Oh my god. Minions are on core. The shielding is scratched. Is there anything to deal? Oh, the Banelings are a little too early, but Firdausi and Stukov will fall. I think that should be a kill onto Sylvanas. Now, Joanna's about to be back up. The core shielding is down. We're seeing a little bit. Oh, Earth Grasp Totem! Oh, you've delayed out the inevitable. No, the Blessed Shield from Joanna's on point, and Rhaegar goes down. What in the what is this? The core has been saved. Oh yeah, thank you, Gata. We do have a bid on the painting right now. We do have a bid on the current painting. We have a 4th painting up for sale. Some of the best mountains I think I've ever done. It's very good mountains. So if you want to at least check it out, you can go ahead and use !bid4. And you could bid $2. You can put as little money as you want. There is a shipping fee. There's a shipping fee to cover costs on my end for that. And but yeah. If you want to get yourself a potential painting, exclamation bid 4. Click the link in chat. What a hold. What a hold. What a hold. So if fast feed value gets this objective, it goes into top lane. We know this because it's got the structure still. If the enemy team, if the Rizpot get the objective as well, it's going to go top lane. Why? Still have a structure up here. And top lane on the opposing side still has a fort. Bottom lane does not, so there's that. Oops, wrong button. Bullseye almost gets Maxi Monster right there. Immortals on defensive sides of the map. Red on the right, blue on the left. Shield layers to scout out the enemy. Let's pull away the talents really quickly. We've seen those for a little bit. Banner cleared out. Bottom lane Impalers are still up. That's a mind control, gonna go wide of the enemy. Here comes Artanis with a blade dash and swap. The Ancestor Healing will not connect in time as Shockwave from Hogger goes through into Joanna. She gets her Iron Skin. The bounce from Hogger, is it good? He's in a really weird spot. Flailing Stipes out from Stukov. Does have his 20 controlled Chaos. As you see those stacks in the top right of your screen next to Stukov's Flailing Swipe. In bottom lane, Hogger's gonna quickly clear out this camp. Taps onto the well, another camp to be grabbed. Actually, Hogger just gets a quick hit onto the wave to let most of the minions do the rest of the work. Meanwhile, we're going to see camps traded. Camps will be traded out. Don't know if I like this, but it's a very quick camp on the left-hand side. This does open up an opportunity for Kestro and crew to start working on this Immortal. Chromie dumping in the sand. Big Earth Grasp Totem. Iron Skin forced out from the Joanna so she doesn't get hit by the Immortal stun. Big Lurking Arm down from Stukov. Fallen Shaman and bottom and top, respectively. We're not too concerned about those. Rhaegar actually apparently is. Rhaegar's going to quickly run up here, and he wants to bite onto the Fallen Shaman. Mind Control with the Call of the Dark Lady upgrade at this 20, so she can just throw it out every, like, 13 seconds. Huge double kill.
Triple kill.
Excuse me, Stream Deck. I don't like Rhaegar rotating to top lane to clear out a camp that he did not need to go clear. Ancestor Healing was off cooldown. That could have been a huge saving moment. But Rhaegar going to clear this top camp to go save a fort, don't agree with that decision. But hey, I'm not the one playing. Let's take a look and see what happens here in this top lane. Is this enough to end the game? We were at about 1,750 damage to structures. We're now looking at over 2,000 damage into structures. And for funsies, if you didn't know, the Immortal deals 10 times the damage into minions. 11,242 damage into minions. Mind Control, no fishing this time. Fast feed value. Did they just win this off of a huge... Did they just win this off of a huge Immortal fight? I do think they did. Death timers are still 10, 9 seconds or so. Immortal dealing a whole lot of damage. Shielding available. Devouring Maw into 2. Zagar gonna drop a few Banelings. They're a little too early. It doesn't matter. The Flailing Swipes to push back the enemy. Sylvanas eats a Dragon Arrow to the spine, but it doesn't matter. She and the rest of the team will take map number 1 here on Battlefield of Eternity. Ooh, wee, chat. Alrighty. Nice turnaround, red team. Turn around. Every now and then I use my corset. No. Oh, is there like a sticker on this that I didn't get? Looks like it. Eh, maybe. Angry Pigeon. Thank you for the follow. Glad you're enjoying the content. There's the website. Alrighty, we're going to Towers of Doom and chat. Not only is there a Maiev, there's also Medivh, so you know what that means. We're going to be getting into some witch predictions. Did the teams change sides again? God dang it, Bobby. Medivh Twitch predictions. But of course, the players have swapped sides because they're a bunch of ding-dongs. Yeah, Nubrek's on the right, Nubrek's on the right. All right, let's change up the names. So the score will be left side, but the left side is going to be fast feed value. And there we are. All right. Hydrate. Sure, Freaky. Hey, Freaky, by the way, there's a Maev in this game. Are you happy, Freaky? It's all for you, Freaky. It's all for you, Damien. I have a friend named Damien, and I say that every so often, and I don't think he gets the reference. I don't think he does. Or he just chooses not to because he doesn't like me. 50-50. No, we're friends. It's just every so often. Did you know that if you have Amazon Prime, you got Prime Gaming? And if you've got Prime Gaming, you got a free sub to twitch.tv/Bahamut Gaming. You can get yourself some ad-free viewing, amazing emotes, you support Bandit, and you also push our sub goals up. Last but not least, I have a deal with John Cena. Yes, I have a deal with John frickin' Cena that if you use your Prime Gaming today here at twitch.tv/Bahamut Gaming, he will give a close-handed fist slap to the penis of Jeff Bezos. Yes, a close-handed fist slap to the penis of Jeff Bezos. Would you like to harass a billionaire today? Use your Prime now. One day I hope to meet John Cena and he hears about this bit and he's like, look, I don't condone violence, but I would really love to give a close-handed slap to Jeff Bezos. I really hope that that is a conversation I get to have with John Cena one day. Oh, God. All right, we don't need to run ads for this game. We'll run ads after this game, whether it's a win or a loss. The scores are updated. Okay, does Medivh finish stacks? Yes. Completed quest. No. Incomplete quest. 2 minutes on that. Back from lunch. Welcome back, Mel. How's my posture? It's not the best. Yeah, what'd you have for lunch, Mel? What did you have for lunch? Well, I get us into map number 2 in our second best of 3.
Prepare yourself for battle.
Golly, I chugged too much tea. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into our Division 5 matchup. As a reminder, the teams have swapped sides. They have swapped sides because we are going to have a gamble for this game. We have a fast feed value with Malthael, Cassia, Joanna, Anduin, and Medivh. On the side of the Rispos, we'll have a Maev, Brightwing, Blaze, Orphea, and a Nubrek. Now, we all know that Arcane Rift is the baseline talent for Medivh. We know that he needs to get 40 of these. We also know that if he dies, he will lose all stacks, unless he has completed the quest. So my question to you is, will Medivh finish all of his 40 stacks by the end of the game? At the end of the game, will this quest be completed or incomplete? That is the gamble. Get your gambles in. We all love the bird. We all hate the bird. It's a little bit of both. Actually, we all hate the bird, realistically. Short pasta with chicken. They were penne-ish. Ooh. Sorry, I'm just picturing, like, food in general sounds really good. I ate breakfast before stream, but that was almost 3 hours ago. That was actually 3 hours ago. I had a chorizo egg taco. Oh, and some cheddar cheese in there as well. Chorizo and egg taco with cheddar cheese. Or I guess mild cheddar, medium cheddar. Anyways, doesn't matter, or it does. Medivh on 3 stacks currently. Any gamblers in chat? We have 5.6k on completed quest, 69 on incomplete. Pasta and chicken, yeah. And you had fish soup. Where'd you go for lunch? Where did you go for lunch? Like, I was like, oh, he went to, like, an Italian place, and then, like, fish soup. Wait, what? Jealous of the breakfast? Oh, man, I love chorizo so much. Chorizo's such an undervalued protein. Hello, Frames. How you doing today? Big burrow charge from a Nubarak. We have a little Umbra Bind as well. The gamble, by the way, is almost completed. The gamble's almost completed. Osiris hasn't gone down, but Cassia will fall. The Fan of Knives from Arco on point. I also want to point out really quickly that we haven't seen the Sapper Camp grabbed by our blue side. Not sure if that sways anyone's gambling. And this actually is going to be an invade from Arco with the nice Memento. You can see that little bounce. Well, I don't think it's actually activated anymore, but you could see the little bounce between the minions or the mercenaries. You're having M&Ms as a dessert? M&Ms are great. Hold up. Orphea trying to back away with a Shadow Ult. Maxi Monster getting pulled around by the Umbral Bind. Anduin poking out here and there. Divine Star as well to heal up. We have Medivh still working on stacks 11 currently. Promise that at Bahamut you'll cook us breakfast one day. Wait, what? Wait, we're just deciding things for me to do? Sounds like my ex-girlfriend. Hey, by the way, we're going to my parents on Saturday. But wait, I have plans. You don't anymore? Okay. Apparently I didn't make plans. Never mind, everybody. Subdue is finished and Maxi Monster won't go down. That's usually the trade. Polymorph onto Medivh. He's a squirrel. He can't get in through a portal as a squirrel. He's fine. I'd literally have plans to be like, it's Saturday, no work, I'm gonna play games with my friends. Nope. Going to my parents. Medivh gets the snipe onto Brightwing. We have the trade from the solo laners, top left and right. Anduin gets Shadow Waltzed, and he'll fall. Maxi Monster probably will go down here. I don't think the Iron Skin's gonna be enough, especially with Maya Rumble Bind. Dear Lord team. Was that a Quadra? No, that was a...
Triple kill.
Your butts are to make us breakfast. My butt is to make you breakfast? I don't think you want my butt to make you breakfast. That's gross. That's gross, Freaky. We're sub done, and we're sub done at like 3 minutes and something seconds. I don't think anyone wants a breakfast made by my butt. That's kind of gross. Brightwing in mid lane, Medivh at 20 stacks. He's halfway through his baseline Arcane Rift. Sings exposed for the level 7 on the Joanna. Nothing crazy out of the ordinary to talk about here. While camps to be grabbed. Another phase shift from Brightwing, bolstering that HP. Now White is seeing this entire rotation. Anubrek, he wants to burrow away, but he hits the bush. And all he can do is drop down a little more CC. As Zeph, I think, is split from the team as well. It's going to be a double kill to our blue side.
Double kill.
Clean your butt. Ew, gross. Who takes showers? Cake for breakfast? Pie for breakfast, personally. Apple pie for breakfast? Oh, man. Crumble top as well. Crumble top apple pie. We are very much on food track today. I'm feeling it. Last best of 3, we talked about pretzels, as that is the cooking stream on Sunday. Apple pie for breakfast, though, there's something so good about it. The one thing I don't, but I do want to try is the slice of American cheese on pie. That is like a thing that people talk about. I would try a bite. I don't want a whole thing. I want a bite. I want to see what it tastes like. It's because you wandered back into chat. I'm not upset about it. 23 stacks on Medivh currently. We get the bottom lane channel in favor of the Risport. 9 apiece in our levels. Are about to have 10 talents here, so you know we like to cycle through those other numbers. 27 to 36 in core HP, and that was actually 5 shots from the bottom lane. Could be seeing 10, as Joanna's Shield Glare will not connect into Brightwing, and yes, 10 shots into the enemy core. Cold pizza from the evening before for breakfast. Oh, dude, yes! On Sunday, after stream, I went to the bar, because I was like, you know what? I haven't gone out this week. I'll go to the bar, I'll have a couple beers, and I got a pizza from my buddy who was working. Hold on, Leyline Seal, that's a Ball Lightning as well. Huge Eternal Feast down on the ground, as Mayav's Warden's Cage will expire here. Cocoon onto the Medivh. Is there a target priority onto him? Doesn't look like it, because Malthiel's going to dive onto the enemy. Got a portal set up from Medivh, and I don't think... Whoa, Malthiel, that's a little egregious! Leap of Faith pulled Kestrel out. It's not American, it's a slice of sharp cheddar. Oh. I'd still try it. I'd still try it. But I don't want like a whole, I don't want like a whole slice of pie with that. Like I just want like a bite. Like if a friend got it at a restaurant, I'd be like, yo, let me get a bite of that. I want to try it. But yes, cold pizza. Oh, that's what I had Monday before I went kayaking. I got a pizza on Sunday at the bar. A pretty woman talked to me because I had pizza, I think. And then the morning, I was getting ready to go kayaking, and I was like, oh, I should make myself breakfast. And then I opened up the fridge. I was like, there's 2 slices of pizza. Done. Easy. Oh, I don't care for American cheese. Because there's people out there who are like, well, the American cheese, it melts better because of the way that it's artificial. If you go buy, there's different types of cheddars. Just go buy yourself some medium cheddar. If you want a super melty cheddar or a yellow cheese, buy a medium cheddar. Medium cheddar is very soft still. It melts super easy. I use it for literally all of my, like, cheese-type meals because it's so easy to melt. White goes down to the last rights on the top right of your screen. Osiris still poking, sets up a portal. He's trying to back away. He'll be inside the Warden's cage. Osiris, oh no! Medivh! Oh no, Medivh! No! Are we still mad at Bar Lady? It's whatever. It's Tahoe. It's whatever. I mean, there's like, it's a small town, so you can't really be like upset at. Well, you can, but like, you know, everybody knows everybody, so it's whatever. Two stacks from Beyond the Dead, right? You didn't heat it up, the pizza on Monday morning? No. I opened up the fridge, I took the slices out, I put them on a napkin, and I ate them. While I made myself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for the river, in case I got hungry. Nice triple kill really quickly out. Nice triple kill in the bottom lane in favor of fast feed value, so the team swaps sides, so I have to remember who's on what side. What kind of pizza, cheese or pepperoni? Both. I usually get a half cheese, half pepperoni pizza. And because I like that mixture, so I had 1 slice of pepperoni and 1 slice of cheese. And it's a New York style pizza. Which the guy who actually works at the place, he's not like the owner or anything like that. He's just one of my buddies, but he's originally from New York, and he's like, honestly, Chris, Bahamut, whatever you want to call me, out of all the pizzas in Tahoe, he's like, this in South Shore is the closest to like New York style. But the place I go to is very hit or miss. It really I said this to someone, they were like, yeah, it really depends on who's in the kitchen. I'm like, yeah, that's so true. Like, there's some cooks that are amazing, and there's some cooks who just, nah, the pizzas aren't good from them. All right, sorry, I'm distracted. I apologize. Let's focus in right here onto Malthael going down. Joanna did rip a blessed shield, and she's gonna be, no, it's actually Anduin who's met with a cocoon. Granted, the leyline seal hits 3. White is still able to chase this out. Oh no, the Condemned misses the light bomb stun, and now Anub'arak chases further. Maiev with the Warden's Cage. We have an Eternal Feast inside all of this, and the shots rain into the enemy core. It was a triple kill earlier for the side of fast feed value, but they're the ones who are gonna lose out. The Rizpo are gonna be able to get themselves 4 more shots, a triple kill, and bottom lane bell tower. You've been trying that lately? It's really play. You know, to each their own. Like, I don't like a million toppings on my pizza. I really don't. I'm very simple. Like 2 toppings is usually about enough for me. It's rare if I go to 3. Like, if it is a 3-topping pizza, it's like pepperoni, bacon, and basil. Or it's like pepperoni, basil, and feta or something like that. But I usually don't do feta because it's more cheese and that's a bad idea for my body. But sometimes I like to just tempt fate and feel bad the next day. Sorry. Cocoon into Malthael. I keep apologizing because I keep getting distracted and I should focus in on the games. Basil is underrated. Basil on pizza is massively underrated. I think the people who get arugula on their pizza are insane to me. But I just also don't care for the taste of arugula. Mid lane converted in favor of the sides of the Rispos, and we have a double altar phase, triple altar phase coming up. This could be 18 shots into the enemy core, could be 12 shots. 12 shots plus boss is GG. 12 shots plus a couple sappers is GG. Literally a couple. 2 sappers are necessary. Bless shield out from the John. I think they're just trying to back away in this bottom lane. 9 seconds on the objective, but Moxie Monster's the target of a chain CC from Manubrag. A big chomp from Morphia finds the kill. Ball lightning, a little bit of volleyball spread around. And Cassia can't get a counter kill. Oh no. Make it a couple toppings if you're feeling spicy. Their Hungry Howies used to have... They used to have like an extra topping you can get at their pizza, like the bold sauce, and it just made their pizza spicy. It didn't change the flavor, it just added like this heat to the pizza, and it was so freaking good. Because it was just heat. Like, it wasn't like, oh my god, my tongue's on fire, oh my god, it changes the flavor. It was just heat, which is so good. The Joanna's up in 2 seconds. Are they gonna boss it? Medivh, no leyline seal for 64 seconds. He may have temporal flux, but there's no way you're gonna be able to get it in. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. That's it. That's it right there, ladies and gentlemen. GG, well played. Map number 2 goes over to the side of the Rizport in a dominant 13 minutes and 17 seconds. Sausage, jalapeno, mushrooms are the best. See, I can't do jalapenos on a pizza, Angry Pigeon. I love jalapenos, but I can't do it because when you bake jalapenos, when you cook them, the oils start to release from them, and something about that oil heating up or whatever ruins my stomach. There's a very interesting thing, if you want to learn about it, there's a very interesting thing called the FOD map, F-O-D. It has to do with fermentation within your stomach. So things like raspberries. I can't eat raspberries because I eat 2 raspberries and I get really, really nauseous. I get acid reflux, and it just has to do with the fermentation and stuff. Like strawberries are hit or miss for me. Onion, I can eat a little bit of cooked onion, but I can't eat onion raw anymore. So it's stuff like that. So jalapenos, like I'll get jalapenos on the side, like fresh cut. Oh, absolutely. But for some reason, when they're baked on a pizza, it ruins me. Choose outcome. Does Medivh finish stacks? No, it was incomplete. And I don't do sausage anymore because a lot of the sausages, at least in America, sausage on pizza, all you taste is fennel. Like, it's super fennel-y, and it's like, it's too overpowering. It's like, what's it called? It's like cilantro for me. It's if you put cilantro on something, all I taste is that. But granted, cilantro to me tastes like soap. So, yeah. Pepperoni, goat cheese, and hot honey pea. I'd try that. I'd try a slice of that. I believe the players have swapped sides again because they hate me. Yes, indeed they did. Indeed they did. You're one of them, the soap cilantro. Yep, I am. It's not a meme, it's not a joke. I do not like cilantro. It tastes like soap. I got pho right before I went to Germany because I was a little bit sick, and I was sick during Germany as well. But I got pho, and I was like, the only complaint I had was I wish I didn't get cilantro, just because that's all I could taste in some of the bites. Also, I don't like dark chocolate. Dark chocolate tastes really bad to me. I don't like the taste of dark chocolate, and that's another genetic thing as well. Don't like dark chocolate. Eat a taco for the soap cilantro people. Yeah, I just don't care for cilantro. There's a really good Mexican restaurant up here called Maria's. They have two in-house like hot sauces that they make. Both of them are cilantro based. They're really good, but it's just like there's that soapy taste in the back for me, and it's like, ah. I had crab soup in Brazil. Way too much cilantro. Interesting, Zen. Interesting. It's like pouring one out, but you're just eating a taco with extra cilantro. Why would I eat a taco with extra cilantro? No, thank you. Y'all want to do a boss bet? Let's do a boss bet. Let's do a boss bet, everybody. A fun little boss bet. The Riz. games. As off row. Oh, no, it deleted the wrong thing. Okay, hold on. The Riz Port fast feed value. No boss taken. All right, so we're gonna have 3 options. We're going to Sky Temple for map number 3 and our second best 3 of the day. So we're gonna have 3 options. We eat your cilantro for. Oh, sure, go for it. Y'all can have all my cilantro. Y'all can have all my cilantro, absolutely. But we're going to be getting into this. We're on map number 3, and yes, there are going to be 3 options. I'm sorry to the people that are indecisive who can't just flip you cannot just flip a coin. I guess just roll a 3-sided dice, and either way, on the left-hand side, we got the Rizpot, we've got a Rhaegar, Hogger, ETC, Maiev, and Tassadar. Hey, chat wanted Maiev. They got a couple Maiev games at least. Fast feed value on the right-hand side here on Sky Temple. Malthael, Li Ming, Falstad, Stukov, and Varian. Now, the big question, chat, is not who wins, not who loses. It is which team will get the first boss of the game. Which team will get the first boss of the game? Will it be our blue side? Will it be our red side? Or will no boss be taken here on Sky Temple? As a reminder, the teams did swap sides again. So these the teams are on opposite sides of the map we just saw, which was Towers of Doom. So, as a reminder... Wait.
Hey, listen.
Get your gambles in. Still no Cho'Gall draft? I know, I'm sad as well. You can have my beer, you'll have the cilantro. Oh, that's a good deal right there for Bahamut. You take my nasty soap vegetables, I get your nasty beer fruits for vegetables. Wasn't there, I don't, like I saw it on Twitter or Reddit or something like that. Like there was like some US politician who was like, next they're gonna be making all of our, next they're gonna be saying that we need to make all of our beers out of like vegetables or something, or fruits. And someone was like, nobody tell him. Like, nobody tell him. I guess, what would you consider hops? A flower? Not really a vegetable, not really a fruit, but still, like, I think that politician has no idea how beer is actually created. Grain? Well, there are grains, but most beers use hops as well. Most beers use a little bit of hopping. Oh, you would call a hop a grain? Really? Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you were all saying that no, beer has grains in it. It's like, yeah, beers have grains in it. Sir, have you met wine? Yeah, right? Next, what? Next, we're gonna have wine made of fruit? Oh my god. Malthael goes down in top lane. Actually, I think the hops are flowers. Okay, that's it. Like, cause I know, like it's, I've tried to grow hops before, and so I was like, it's not really a fruit, it's not really a vegetable. I mean, hell, there's a lot of, I mean, there's like elderflower liqueurs and stuff like that as well. My parents made wine from apples and pears in the past. That sounds interesting. One of my buddies makes his own apple cider. He goes down to there's a place called Placerville, and right around Placerville there's like a ton of orchards. So he'll go down there with his truck and he'll buy like huge things of apples, and he'll make alcoholic and non-alcoholic cider for his family. Elderflower liqueur is really good, by the way, if you've never tried it. I was at a bar one night back in Detroit, and I was just like having drinks with I was at the bar having drinks, started talking to the guy sitting next to me, and like he was getting like vodka, soda, and like a little bit of elderflower liqueur in there. It was really tasty. But it's expensive as well. So, with our conversation completely derailed, and our gamble very low, we continue to see our first objective phase traded. Big power slide from the ETC coming through. Li Ming trying to blink away. Falstad throwing out some hammerings here and there, and the fight will continue through the top lane. Malthael on the bottom. Tassadar rotating up as well. Can he get a big shock ray? Yes, he can. Drops the force wall point blank and is able to back away. The vast majority of these shots from top lane going into the fort here And I do think, actually, if this entire top lane is held, we'll see... No, we won't see the fort go down. It's going to be on probably, I'd say, like an eighth of its HP. Falstead flies back in from the Hall of Storms. It's 1-2 in kills so far. Tassadar should get caught out and should be dead right there. Falstead's Boomerang level 7, providing some spell armor debuff, which is nice for Li Ming. And I do believe Maiev is going to go down as well. Top lane shots, as I said, take the fort down to about an eighth of its HP. Let's do some rounding on that fractional math. Elderflower equals diarrhea for you. Well, at least you know what your laxatives are. Hey, at least if you ever get constipated, you know you just take a shot of that.
And so the night fades from my temples.
So many apple. Yeah, like that place has a bunch of orchards. I actually want to go down there, get apple cider and some donuts. Actually, Hostile and Haley are supposed to come up at the end of September for the Comic-Con that's up here. So when they're on their way up, I might coerce them into bringing some apple cider and some donuts. It just depends on how busy that place is. I don't want them to sit in like a bajillion hour-long line for cider and donuts. We can get that up here. Hey, Ton. Nothing like a cozy Baja stream to relax after work? Oh, well, thanks for cozying up and hanging out with us. Talking about food with Heroes of Storm playing around in the background. We had the conversation of cold pizza, which, oh. I understand if you don't like cold pizza, but man, cold pizza like right out of the fridge the day after you get it, so good. Malthael will kill the Hogger in top lane. I actually thought Hogger was going to be safe in the top lane, thought he'd be able to back away in time, but not the case, as he was pushing onto that fort. Meanwhile, bottom, oh my god, Maiev gets absolutely annihilated. Varian's level 10, by the way, is shield wall. While we cycle through the other numbers. No way. No way they get this. I mean, Hogger's just about to respawn. Maiev down. Even if they know the enemy's on this boss, they can't even contest this. All right, chat. Well, that was very quick. A minute after boss spawns, we are going to be seeing fast feed value get the boss here. GG, the gamble's been played. Cold pizza with barbecue sauce is brilliant. See, I don't like pizza with barbecue sauce. My ex-girlfriend loved that. I just don't like the sweetness of it. Maybe I just need a better barbecue sauce. I always use like Sweet Baby Ray's. Your Twitch chat is fast feed value. Cold pizza you pick out of the box that's been sitting on the counter since last night party. No. Not on the counter. No. We're talking cold pizza that was in the fridge, properly, you know, cooled. None of that. It's been sitting on the counter and the cat's been licking it. Cold pizza from the fridge. I don't want any of that old ass counter pizza. That shit's gross. Mid lane pushed in. Mid lane fort goes down. Bottom lane fort taking some damage. False. Oh, hold on. A taunt from Varian and Sister Healing will connect in time. Well, I'm wondering if Varian's going to be going into... Oh god, I'm blanking on the name of the talent. Healing reduction. Mortal Strike at level 13. Didn't go into charge at 10. Arco a little bit low on this Maiev, trying to back away. White so low on the cow. The last rights take down ETC. It's so far favoring the members of the Rizpo. Falstead from fast feed value needs to gust away the enemy. And the last shots rain into the fort, but it does not take it down. Will be down to about a third of its HP. You made your own barbecue sauce yesterday? Guys, the cat's been eating the counter pizza. We have a cat? Massive shove, I think, was just shy of pushing anyone off the point. 13 talent to your advantage. 2 fast feed value, but they're the ones who lost out that objective phasing. Little staggered death here and there. Malthael to keep top lane pushed back. And it looks... no, we're not going to see a camp invade. Maybe? No, not with Stukov and just Varian. They got under our ships, they can get into our houses. Yeah. Don't see a lot of outdoor cats here in Tahoe. There are one or two that I... Well, there's actually two. Yeah, well, actually, there's one now. Not because the other one died. It's because the people moved away and took their cat with them. They had a black cat that was, like, always just around their house, like, sitting on the garage roof and staring at you. And then there's, my neighbor Kirby, his cat. My neighbor's a, small little pink blob. But yeah, Kirby's got a cat as well, and that one's an outdoor cat. I see it from time to time. But between foxes, coyotes, bears, and all the other cryptids, yeah, it's a little hard to have an outdoor cat out in Tahoe. That's a kill onto ETC, barbecue for dinner for the side of fast feed value, and they'll take down the top lane for it. All outer layers have been peeled away in favor of fast feed value here in map number 3 in our second best of 3 of the day. Crafty or lucky? Yeah, exactly. Crafty or lucky. ETC about to respawn. Kestrel found in the bush with a fan of knives from Maev. Little arcane orb to scout out as well.
Magic flows through the temples.
Shots from mid go into mid keep, and those will actually be into the keep front gate. Let's pull away our talents really quickly. It's even talent tiers for the half level. 16 about to be achieved by fast feed value. Maxi Monster backing away currently. A little poke out from Falstad. And now the shots to be traded in the mid lane fort. So, rush to bottom lane and start working on shots down over here. If this is given over, which it does look like based on the positioning on our minimap, this will be the Rizboat taking down mid lane fort. And actually, Hogger, he wants to try and get mid lane shots onto the mid lane keep front gate. He has to back away, doesn't want to tank too many tower shots. And these last shots will take down top lane. There we go, a couple shots in the mid. Bottom lane shots are still onto the keep front gate. We got half of the objective phase still healthy. And in top lane, it's going to be a trade. Okay. Hearth out from Osiris in bottom lane. He might have been seen by a minion in that. We're getting shots onto the keep in the bottom lane. Boss is up in 10 seconds. Hey, Fafin, thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate it, bud. I can't help but wonder about Ming's level 13. Ming's level 13. Cannoneer. When Li Ming uses an ability, her next basic attack damage is increased by 75% and deals spell damage instead of physical. Stacks up to 3 times. Well, if you have a Falstad who's reducing spell armor by 15, having your auto attacks also be spell damage is a nice benefit. It's more spell damage on someone who's going to take 15% more spell damage. I think that's a fair pickup. I think Cannoneer's fine. Rabbit zooms. My parents tried to get my brother or my parents got my brother a rabbit when he was very young. We did not have that rabbit for a very long time. Because no one in my family realized, no one knew, how much rabbits poop. They poop so much. So much poop. So much poop! They poop all. I just have a vague memory of my older brother getting a rabbit, and it did not last very long. Not in the sense that like they killed it or anything like that. I think they gave it to one of my mom's coworkers or my dad's coworkers. They poop like 350 times a day. Oh my god, they almost poop. They almost poop. They have a year's worth of poop in one day.
Soon they shall bask.
Almost a year's worth of poop in one day. Brought home a class rabbit one year when I was elementary. Shotgun messing, but yeah. I like how we're getting into how many times does a guinea pig poop versus a rabbit. This is the true content on here at twitch.tv/Bahamut Gaming. Oh, boss again for the side of fast feed value. They've also got, yeah. Trying to see vision really quickly. They have to know they're on boss. They have to know they're on boss. Boss for bottom. Shots in bottom will guarantee the keep. Top lane shots will guarantee the top lane keep as well. So traded keeps here. But boss is going to be heading on over to core. Mid shots, or excuse me, bottom shots will now go to mid next since it just works up the lane. Oh, is this enough to end? Top lane keep goes down as the bottom is traded. Last shots of top go into mid lane keep. Malthio's working on a camp, so I do believe this is just going to be shots and poke onto the well, mid lane keep and poke onto the core. Actually, will the core lose its shielding? One more auto, yes. 1% off the core. Last shots go into mid lane keep, taking it down below 50%. Malthio clears out the top lane. 20 talents here, almost here for fast feed value. All right, fast feed value with almost 20 talents here. 53 stacks on the Falstead. 19 out of 25 for Varians. Lion's Maw. Glory to the Alliance. Wind Tunnel. Massive Shove, or the when push comes to shove. Or push comes to shove, not when. Only 99 more bosses to go, yeah. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Camp in top lane, working its way up. Some sidewall being poked at here and there. Massive shove into the wall. White is going to be able to power slide away just fine. Varian wants to catch this Maev, gets the taunt, tries to pull her out. But it's just Li Ming poking here and there at the enemies with these arcane orbs. Does have the Triumvirate and the Z's Vengeance. Z's? Something like that. The hold in mid lane is good. The catapults are here. Top lane does have a decent wave starting to crash into that keep front gate. Augur gonna go deal with that. Is that a green light to step in 4v5? No. Still just arcane orbs being thrown in. Little hammering poke onto the keep in mid lane. The next objective will be mid as well. White taking a ton of damage. Oh! Arcane orb getting great poke value. More hammering stacks for Falstead. 69 stacks for Falstead. Can we get some nices in chat? Can we get some nices in chat for Drossi? For Dosi? Can we get some nices for our player? Thank you.
Flows through the temples. Guardian.
Okay, top shot or mid shots will go into top lane keep front gates. It's a 20 to 20 team fight. ETC with the blanking on the name. The Torbus. I'm gonna say Tor Metal, and I was like, that's not right. Farseer's Blessing. Is that Shadow Orb? Vengeance. Upgrade on Force Wall, by the way, for Tassadar. Shots going to mid lane. Keep Ancestral Healing on a 10-second cooldown. Arcane Orb from Li Ming gets the reset. They're going to chase in further. Shockwave from Hogger onto 2 in the back line. And Zeph is split from his allies. Hammering goes out. Ancestral Healing self-cast, but the Mortal Wound from Varian denies the first portion of that. Slow from Varian, Gust from the Falstead, and Maev says, I got 100 and something HP. I can't really do much for the allies here. Big lurking arm from Stukov has the slow. Malthiel drops the last rights, backs away. Another stack, a easy.
Triple kill.
So no, Tassadar. They want the kill onto him. He's gonna, no, they're not gonna be able to get it. Shadow Walk from Tassadar. Maev looking to get a kill here. Drops the containment disc into Li Ming. I can't remember talent names today. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm talking too much about cold pizza. Nicely done from Falstead. Gonna ruin those 69 stacks, but it doesn't matter.
Team kill.
Li Ming gets the kill. ETC has respawn, but it doesn't matter. Fast feed value takes our third map and our second best of 3 here in Heroes Lounge Division 5. GG, well played. Okay. All right, there's your